Hello YouTube, this is an update on my 28-gallon LED nano cube. Everything is going real well. The acclimation of the clowns went real well. These guys are really happy. An addition of gonoporia coral, green, and the care for this coral, guys, is really difficult. So if you're not willing to put the time in or the research to get this particular coral right here, I would advise passing on this guy right here. It is a difficult coral. You do have to baby it. You have to target feed it, and we'll go over that in just a minute. So anyways, the star polyp is doing real well. There's a little hermit crab hanging out on the back right there. And the mushrooms are doing real well. I wish these guys would grow a little bit faster, but you know, that just comes with being in the hobby, and of course you want everything to bloom out and grow immediately, and it's a slow process. I have, let's see if he's back there. Let's see. Nope, I don't see him in there. But I have a peppermint shrimp. He runs around here. He's usually camped out. He finds himself a little areas to kind of hide around in. Let's see. There, I don't know if you can see it or not, but my emerald crab is underneath there, chowing down. Or no, that's a hermit crab. I have an emerald crab too. He really hasn't bothered my gonoporia. At first he kind of went over there and nibbled on it a little bit, but I think he was curious about it, and probably the fact that it probably had some tasty little algae attached to the stony portion of the bottom. I've read where emerald crabs have kind of gone to town on soft corals. So far he hasn't bothered any of them. So, and the clowns, it's funny because the clowns are actually trying to, well, you can see there's one right there. They'll try to actually go down into the gonoporia and like an anemone, but anyways, so water levels are real good. Everything is going great on this, guys. So let's go over some things about the gonoporia. The reason why it is a difficult coral is because you have to do this. Okay. Here is the recommendation of what I found. Also, you can do oyster feast, but I'm going with DT. It's a premium reef blend, and it's nasty. You have to keep it refrigerated, and I use this syringe right here to target feed the gonoporia. It takes 2 teaspoons, so basically the entire syringe, once a week. That's the flake food that I feed the clowns. And this right here is iodine. Basically, you treat your tank. One drop, honestly, will get it done. It's for the health of your coral. 1 drop of iodine, the 2 teaspoons of DTs, which you use the syringe to feed it to the gonoporia, and then I feed my clowns every day. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to have to get a calcium tester, because that's an important thing too. You want to make sure that your calcium levels are good, because this guy right here, when its stalks are extended, what it's doing right now is absorbing a lot of calcium that is in the water. So that's one of the things that it naturally feeds on. Now you can see the current flow. You can see the stalks, how they're tapering off in this direction right here. Okay, so my current in my tank basically flows from left to right. So what I do is I target feed right down here. I'll target feed slightly in front of it, and then it goes off into the gonoporia, and that's how I feed it. So you need to watch your calcium levels, you need to treat your tank with iodine, and you got to target feed these guys once a week. Some people use turkey basters, and they'll do it directly on the gonoporia. The problem with that is sometimes it startles the coral, and it'll actually draw back in, and it won't get a lot of the nutrients that are needed. So if you current feed it, which that's actually how these corals feed anyways in nature, is the current will take the food to them, then I think you'll have a lot better job, or a lot better results on this. So with that being said, man, everything is going really great, guys. I'm actually getting ready to do a water change on Friday, and I'm thinking about just taking everything out of the back. I've talked with some people about it, and honestly, On a cube this size, guys, here's what it all boils down to, is that as long as the salt water flow is good in your tank, and you're doing water changes, the filtration is not really that serious of an issue. It's the main thing is test your water, test it frequently, at least once a week, see where your levels are at, do your water changes every week and a half to 2 weeks, depending on your live load, and you'll be good. So, with that being said, it's like I said, guys, this was a short video today, really not that much in there. The clowns, we've named them, but I'm not gonna tell you the names because that's just our little family thing. But anyways, kids love them. Everybody likes the tank, especially now that it's the Gonoporia is really awesome. And if I'm mispronouncing that, then you'll have to excuse me, because I've heard 3 different people pronounce it 3 different ways: Gonopora, Gonoporia, Gonopora. So it's you'll get the gist of what it is. And hey, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a lot of negative blogging and information on this coral. It basically at one point in time was listed as the impossible coral. So, but they've come out with better food technologies to help us feed these things, and they like dirty water. I mean, they really do. I mean, not that you're going to let your tank get dirty, but where they come from, they like dirty water, which is one of the reasons why you got to target feed them with the DTs and the oysters. And you hear nightmare stories of they die off in 2 months or they die off in a year. I personally know a couple of people that have had them in their tanks for over 2 years now, and they're still going strong. So, it's give or take. So, it's a hobby. You do what you feel is comfortable. And I think I'm still going to get my Hippo Tang, but I'm going to go with a tank raised one, which those are actually harder to come by, and that's going to cost a little bit more money. And I think I'm going to get a Dragonette for bottom feeder. And other than that, oh, and these 2 guys, just to let you know, went to town on my copepods. I mean, it's pretty much a desert now, which honestly, I've talked with a couple of people now, you don't really need copepods in your tank, unless you have like a wild scooter blenny or a mandarin or something like that. Then yeah, those guys, well, they're going to eat them up anyways. So don't worry if you get the fish in your tank and they go to town on your copepods. It's just going to happen. If you want a colony in there, then you're just going to have to put live rock back in the refugium and hope for the best. Guys, that's it for today. Everything's going great. Thank you very much, and have a good day, YouTube. Send me your messages, comments. I appreciate it. Any information. And the tank is looking great, and I wish this iPhone would do more justice, but you can see that the purple coralline algae is just blooming up everywhere. I mean, I can't wait till it starts hitting the back of the wall. From what I heard, guys, that is the last place it goes, because it's just harder to attach to the back of the plastic wall. Anyways, have a good day, YouTube. Bye.